Hey, I'm Joe, I'm 46 years old, and I'm taking up skateboarding again after many years away. So ever since I set up my board, what was it, 2.5 or 3 months ago, I've been riding the Dragon Formula 93A wheels with these mini logo bearings that I have a feeling just aren't up to snuff. And at this point, I figured it was time to treat myself to not only some new bearings, but also some new wheels. And as for bearings, it was absolutely time to upgrade. I'm going with Bones Swiss. These are the Super Swiss 6, which means they have less balls, which in theory, I don't know, makes them spin faster or something. I'm really interested to see what a difference these bearings will make. And to make it doubly exciting, they're going in new wheels at the same time. And my new wheels arrived in the mail today. There they are, the Powell Peralta Nano Cubics 97A. I went with the 56 millimeter size, just like my current Dragon Formula wheels. And as opposed to the Dragon Formula wheels, which are symmetrical, these Nano Cubics are asymmetrical, so there's really only one way you're supposed to put them on, and that is the conical side out, and then the other side is flat, which will help you lock into tricks and so forth. This design also helps you protect your nuts. And I want to clarify that both wheels use the Dragon Formula urethane. The difference is mostly in the shape and the hardness. These are basically Andy Anderson inspired or invented wheels, which is only fitting for my Andy Anderson board, right? So let's do a little before and after, compare and contrast. So yeah, let me do a little warm up with these wheels and bearings still on my setup, and then I'll switch them out for the new wheel and bearing setup. Notice the quietness of the Dragon wheels. And the smoothness as I ride over bumps and cracks. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really do like the Dragon Formula wheels. '93A, nice and soft, feels great, but they can still slide. And yeah, I've really enjoyed skating them. The only reason I'm trying the Nano Cubics is just to try a different wheel. These are a little harder, so I'm curious if that's going to give me more speed, especially when I'm skating transition or the pump track. Can't wait to take this setup to the pump track. And as for the bearings, I think the bearings I originally bought are not good, and I want to try some new bearings. And then as for wheels, it's like, yeah, I love the Dragon Formula wheels, but how do I know how much I love them unless I try out some other wheels and find out what the difference is, you know? Maybe I'll try the Nano Cubics for a couple weeks or more and then decide that, no, I want to switch back to Dragon Formula. Or maybe I'll want to switch out my wheels depending on the situation, or mix it up just for variety. Or maybe I'll end up with two entirely different setups. Two boards, man. Two boards. Maybe I'll have this original Andy Anderson and then I'll get one of Andy's new shapes. Or maybe I'll go back to a popsicle, a wide popsicle, as a second setup. That would be kind of fun. The possibilities are endless. The future is an unwritten story. All right, enough fooling around here. Let's put on these new wheels. Oh man, look at this. This thing's not even spinning. These bearings are kind of a disaster. Look, they even match, blue and blue. Very nice. This part of the video is kind of hilarious to me because I didn't realize at the time that I changed out the wheels on my skateboard while wearing wrist guards the entire time. I tighten them down and then I back it off a little bit so there's just a slight amount of play, a little wiggle room between the bearing and truck. Nice. Silent, man. By the way, you can see the 6 bearings in there behind the shield. Excuse my extremely dirty fingers. Look at this. These wheels and bearings are already feeling right at home on this Andy Anderson board. This is gonna be great. That's it. And I didn't use the spacers. Do you guys use spacers? All right, here goes the maiden voyage with these new wheels and bearings. All right, first impression, they're noticeably faster, but they're also noticeably louder, like a lot louder. That's the thing I notice the most, the biggest difference. Those Dragon wheels are soft and smooth, and these are 97A. They're hard, they're loud, and yeah, I don't know if it's more the bearings or the wheels, but they're definitely faster. So when I drop in, I'm cruising. And even when I just give a light little push off, I'm definitely going faster and rolling for longer than I was with the other wheels and bearings. I wouldn't say they slide better or slide worse, they just slide differently. I probably need to slide more on some different types of surfaces to really get a better feel for it, but man, they make that high-pitched squeaking sound that I haven't heard in a while. When I do ledge drops or ollies, I definitely notice that these wheels are not quite as soft. The harder impact on my feet is absolutely noticeable. I actually didn't think that these wheels would make such a difference to the feel of the ride, but they really do. Like just going over every little crack and crevice here that I normally would not have noticed, I'm feeling them now. I'm not ready to make any big declarations about these wheels one way or the other, but let's just say I'm not putting the Dragon Formula wheels away quite yet. What I'm gonna do now, since I'm feeling speedy, is drop in right here in front of you, go across this area, over the Humpty Hump, do a nice kick turn, come on back over the hump, and do a slash grind right here. Strike one. I'm sure I'll get it next time. Another miss. It's not because of the bearings or the wheels, it's just because I'm not going for it. Oh, and there it is. And another slash grind. I'm faster for sure. It is so easy to get across this space with very minimal pumping. I'm definitely faster, it's definitely louder, and I'm definitely getting some slash grinds on this 3.5 foot quarter pipe, which is pretty cool.